Hello, good evening. Apologies for being late. I know I'm getting worse on a Wednesday, aren't I? Balancing. It's I forgot to turn volume off on my phone. I've been listening to tunes this afternoon while I've been doing some samples. Yeah, it's off now. You won't have stereo. So yeah, Wednesday is all about playtime. Just playing with whatever we find. And as it's International Women's Day today, I want to say Women's Day, but that's not right. Women's Day. I've picked out Claire's Lovely Lady, so we're going to be playing with that tonight. And I've got a journal page to play with. So, should we get playing? I'm itching actually to use one of the new stamps, so I might do that as well. So I might be a bit naughty as well tonight. I'll see how. We'll see how we go. So, should we get crafting? I think so. There we go. I can never find the right button, can I? There we go. I've got it now. So we have got the Lovely Lady from Claire's Lovely Lady on here, and I've got a journal page as well. So this is a smaller one of Claire's Ladies. I couldn't find the big one. I knew it was around somewhere, just where I don't know. It'll be in one of my tubs. So I'm going to start off with our Lovely Lady. Get her stuck on there. I'll take it from there. Hang on. She's got all sorts on the back of her. There we go. Oh, let's see if she wants to stick on. Oh, she does. She does fit. There we go. Right. So I know I'm starting off by stamping our focal bit. But it's only because I want to mask it and create a beautiful background behind. I think we're going for lots and lots of colour, and like I said, I might cheat and use one of our new stamps as well, but we'll see. So we're going to get her inked up in black. I forgot where I put my masket now, I'll have to find that in a second. I'm just going to get her inked up, and she's just going to go slap bang in the middle, because she's going to be our focus bit, our focal point, not focus bit, focal point. I'll just pop it on there. Very good press, because my journal page is a bit textured, so when you've got something textured, just give it a bit of an extra press and a bit of an extra rub, just so you get into all the nooks and the crannies. Take that off very gently. There we go. And I'm just going to pop that to one side because there it is. Evening, Mum. It is a bit chilly, isn't it? We haven't quite got the snow yet, though. I'm hoping if we do get the snow, it comes early, because Bear's got football tomorrow, but it's not till late. So if it is going to be called off, I'd rather it be called off early. But we'll see. We haven't got anything yet here though, snow wise. So what I'm doing is creating a mask. I've got a sheet of masket here. Yeah, that, you know what I mean. Evening Maxine. I'm just going to stamp it on there because I want to create a mask. Because our lady is going to be our focal point. Pop that on there. There we go. Ooh! That nearly went for a burden then, didn't it? Wouldn't have mattered though, because she's alive, is that lady. Evening, Debbie. Right, stay. She will stay this time. I'm just going to give this a quick dry because, oh, yeah, I am. As you can see, I'm getting inky pinkies from it straight away. So I'll drop that. Give it a really quick dry. There we go. Don't want to overheat it because it doesn't take heat too well, but the acetate carrier masket takes its heat okay. The carrier doesn't on this one. I'm just going to chop off my lady now. Oops. could have used a post-it note, but I couldn't find my post-it notes either, so. Sticky bits on my scissors. My super sticky foam pads I've been using. There we go. Right. Let's try that again, shall we? Try not to get stuck. I'm going to take around my lady out. Now try and leave as much as I can behind, because you never know when you need a teeny tiny bit of masking for something. There we go. And then all I'm going to do is just very quickly cut round. You've got a decision to make as well when you're cutting out your masks. If you cut down the centre of the line, when you stamp all the stuff around it, you're not going to get that halo effect. If you want the halo effect, cut to the edge. I'm going for anything at the moment because it's sticky and it's not playing ball. There we go. There we go. We're going now. The hair's the easy bit. Right. I'm just going to do some spiky bits across the top, like that. See? Let's come down this other side. I've not played with this one in a long time. I couldn't decide what we were doing tonight, and then this afternoon I was looking for something else and she popped. She was there in the box. She just kind of, well, she fell out of the box, should we say. I thought, you know what, yeah, let's have a play. We've not played with this lady in a long time. There we go, she's got shoulders to do, and then we need to just, I nearly chopped her head off then. That was not going to be a good look, was it? There we go. I'm just going to go into a shoulder a bit here. There we go. And then all I'm going to do across the bottom is, she'd look a bit daft, wouldn't she, with a straight edge. So I'm going to see if I can, yeah, just like that. So I've just torn across the bottom, so it's got a nice jaggedy line. Let's get rid of that one. Oh, missed the bin again. I don't think I dried this, did I? So let's just give this a quick dry. I was too eager to get going on my masking. There we go. Ooh. Oh, I've got dropsies, haven't I? Something bad today. Right, that should be enough. It's been a while since we stamped it. So we're going to come and we're going to pop this on here. Just like that. I'm just lining it up. The nice thing about masking is you can kind of see through it as well. So if you weigh out, you can tell. Yeah, you can tell. I didn't dry her off properly. Right, there we go. So I'm just making sure my edges are down without touching it too much, because even though I dried it, it's still a little bit wet. Obviously didn't dry it enough. Right, so colours. I'm going to use my oxides, because I fancy using oxides tonight. We're going to go with some nice big, bold, bright colours. Ooh, decision time. I've gone very yellow. I've done quite a bit in yellow today. Hence, oh, actually my fingers aren't as bad as they were, but they were bright yellow before. Right. I think we'll go with these. So let's start off with our palette, shall we? And we'll grab a bit of kitchen roll. No, I'm not going to use my brushes. My brushes are sat looking at me. Yes, I am. I couldn't decide then. I had that moment of, should I or shouldn't I? It's whether I wanted it splodgy background or coloured. Oh, with my brush. I'm going to go with my brush actually. I'm just going to pop a little bit. I'm going to concentrate the colour mainly around her. So I'm trying to pull it off the masket rather than onto the masket, if that makes sense. So I'm not going like that because I don't want to chuff up the edge, but if I pull it away, so I have a few splodges over here, just like that. I might have gone a bit too mad with my colour, but we'll see in a minute. And just like that, we're going to grab, oh, it's orange, isn't it, my next one? I'll keep that one for my orange. Run it out my brush. So I'm not transferring as much. If I take it out my brush, see there's loads still in that brush. I keep meaning to pick up another set of brushes. I always forget whenever they come on offer at Aldi. So again, just add in little, I'm going to go this way this time. Little splodges of colour, nothing too much. I do want it bold and bright. A bit more down that edge, there we go. And let's just do that. Okay, right. I'm just playing with colour, that's all I'm doing. Until I think it looks about right. I'll grab my blue. Not sure I'm going to use that purple. I'll have to see. And then we're just going to, basically I've got a few gaps, haven't I? So I'm just going to fill in my gaps with my other colour. Whoops! Didn't mean that to happen quite so drastic. Now I'm just going to add a little bit to these corners as well. So where I've been adding in my extra splodges, add a little bit more. You can always add more. Right, bring that bit down a little bit more. Okay. I've got the wobbles at the moment. Is it right? Is it not right? We'll soon see, won't we? So let's take that off my desk. Should have used the clean side of my tissue to clean my desk then, shouldn't I really? Right, so now textures. Let me grab my texture box. I am still itching to use one, and we probably will use it, to be honest. So I'm having a rummage through. To be fair, I need to sort my texture box out because it's getting a bit too full, and I've got all of them in it at the moment. Instead of having my little one in my little box and my big ones in my big box. I'm liking that one. And I'm looking for code. Would you credit it? I can't find it. I might have to go with handwriting instead. That'll be fine. Aha, there he is. Have a little bit of code. And That should be alright, shouldn't it? Maybe a bit of I know I've had it today as well. Oh, rooting, where's it gone? Where's it gone? Okay, we'll look for that in a minute. It'll be around somewhere. Not sure if I want it or not though. So, anyway. I'm going to grab my coat first, I think. I do. It will use a bit of code. Don't think I'm going to stick it onto a stamp block. I'm just going to pop it in the background. I'm not. I'm just going to use it straight like that. Just make sure it's the right way up. That way. Sorry, I'm going for it, aren't I? I have kind of got a bit of an idea in my head, but I'm just going to start adding bits to it in the background. Do the same over our bits down here as well. Oops, pop a little bit more in there. There we go, we've got some up in that top corner. I don't want to put too much around it, but I want to put enough. That should be okay. Let me just clean that stamp off. So you can see what I'm doing now. So I've done my yellow, my code. Then my next texture is going to be, that's a bit bright yellow. Put them back in there. I'm not going to move them though because I might want them again. I'm going to move them to the side. I am going to use my dotty lines. So I think that's going to come in the background, something a bit like that. Yep. I'm actually going to be not naughty. Naughty's not the right word. Normally I do want my textures in like colours, but I fancy doing that in black. I know I've got my texture box back out. You can hear me rummaging, can't you? Haha, is it there? No. I want something circular. We've got the code, we've got her, and I just want a few like little circular bits coming out now. Oh, that one might work. So, oh, I'll tell you what we could do. I'll tell you what, we're going to do the little, there we go. Right. There we go. Use our lovely little hearts. Okay. Right. I'm getting there now with this. It's because I'm going rummaging, isn't it? I know I chose one stamp before we started, and then I didn't really think about the rest. We're going to go to our hearts and our orange. So let's start popping this and pop it in behind there. There we go. Just a little bit up in this top corner as well. There we go. See, the circles would have worked just as well in this one. Yep, I'm going to leave it there for that one. And then I don't think I did. I say I don't think I took that off any acetate, but I did. Put that back down there. Looks like she's got a love heart around her eye just there. So I'm going to grab my lines. And what I want to do is just... yeah, right, I'm going to go with this one. I'm not sure if I finished my background yet. We're going to find out, aren't we? Ooh, can't get my lid off. Rude. There we go. It's done. I'm just going to grab this. I'm going to turn it around so it's easier to stamp as well. I'm going to bring that down, something like that. Yeah, I didn't need to ink it up as much as I did I? Just like that, and then turn it around. I'm just going to do that top bit again. And all I'm going to do is line it up. Oops. I ink that very top bit out. And I've got a piece of scrap anywhere. I've got to have a piece of scrap somewhere. Yep, that one will do. I'm just going to mask that bit off. I've inked way more than I needed. But I want it to look there or thereabouts, it's coming out the same place. Yep, so it's like one set of lines. There we go. It's starting to look a mess, isn't it? It won't do in the end. I'm going to do that again. Just want to build that edge up a little bit more. I'm going to make it a lot shorter this time. Something like that. Let's turn this over because I only need a smidgen on this top bit. Turn it over and line him up again. Oops, not that high. Probably about that high. There we go. It's going very dark, isn't it? Gone from being super bright to lots and lots of black on here. There we go, pop that back over there. So now I'm going to be naughty because I think it'll work quite well. This is one we've got coming out next week. So all I'm going to do, it's like lots of little words. Yeah. I need my little masky bit off again. There we go. And all I'm going to do is just ink up one edge of it. So it's got things like happiness, inspiration, hope, faith, thoughtful, positive, friend, smile. I'm just going to pop that on here. You're not going to see most of them, to be fair. Just like that. I think we can do a little bit more underneath. No, I'm going to ink up the whole thing this time. Now I keep changing my mind, don't I? I'm just going to pop that one coming down there, I think. Making sure I leave a bit of a gap. I know it's getting a bit messy there, but we will soon sort that out. I want the very tip of it this time. Just like that. we go. Maybe another one. I know, do change my mind way too much. And now I'm thinking maybe I should have done it in grey. However, what's that saying? I've started, so I'll finish. Yeah. Last little bit. Don't want it sticking out the top of her hair though, so I'm just going to do that. Just very tip of it there, like that. Right. Do kind of like it now. Yes. Right. I do want to though. My corners. I'm looking at it now going, I do like it. However, my corners, I feel like they need a little bit of black in them. No, I'm going to leave it for now. We're going to take our mask off and see where we're at. So, I should have some tweezers there. The moment of truth. Has this worked, or does it look like a dog's dinner? And there we go. Ooh, nearly ripped her head off. Sorry, lady. There we go. I'm just going to grab the stamp pack so I can put that on the back of it. Kind of worked, didn't it? Does look pretty cool. Whoops. Like I said, it's not like me. I normally say keep it pale because you can always add, but not. To be fair, I quite like how it looks on her. Because you can always add to, but you can't take away. Yeah. However, I am liking that bit of black. Right, let's start doing some more work on this, shall we? So I'm going to grab that charcoal pencil because that one doesn't like it. She's absolutely jumping out the page at us at the moment. Oh, thanks, Maxine. However, not quite enough for my liking. So I'm just going to come in a bit of charcoal pencil. Oh, good old HB, a soft one. B, isn't it? The softer ones. Just come in, give her a bit of a lick around the edge. I'm trying not to go in. Because I'm loving that white. I'm loving how that just jumps out at us. So we're not actually going to do much colouring on her. Because we do want her to jump out. So you can see just a teeny tiny bit of pencil, whether you've got charcoal pencils, normal pencils, even pencil crayons, it just gives you that little bit of depth. And it also hides where I didn't quite get her lined up perfectly. No one will ever notice that if I didn't point it out. We've got dots and dashes on this side, so let's do a bit of work on them as well. Oh, hang on. Oh, good job I looked. It's my red one, not my white one. That would not have looked good, would it? Can you imagine? Let's just do some highlights. Ooh, red pen. Not looking so good. Forget it. I'm just going to take it down these as well. Because all of our detail and all of our colour is going to come from this background. Because that's me making a decision, that. I know. Shocking. It only takes me a while to decide what we're doing. Again, just bring thought I was doing it on the wrong side then. I'm not. It's okay. Right. It's all just adding, isn't it, to that background? Yeah? White pen. Not red pen. White pen. you could just see me having a bit of a I would have cried, to be honest, if I'd have done that in red pen. Because my black dot there is not quite done, so I'm just going to go in and no one will know. And there. So that bit didn't quite stamp right, or that I didn't join it up quite right. So I'm just going to come in on these lovely dots we've got and add a teeny tiny bit of highlight. Would help if I'd let that bit go to dry, but I'm too impatient. I'm glad I did it black now and not grey, because I think it does look alright. Just like that. Right, pretty cool. Liking that background. So now we're on to Our Lady. Because this, the background, not got a problem with that. I can do that all day. Colouring this in, Our Lady. Whoa. Yep, gives me the whoof. Can't do that. So I'm going to cheat. We're going to take a little teeny tiny bit. We're going to take a teeny tiny bit of my comfort zone here. I was going to use pencil crayons, I'm not. I'm going to use our lovely inks. Just bear with a second, because we're going to use that purple for her hair, and we're going to use a bit of pink. I know you're going, oh, you weren't going to add colour. I am going to add colour, but just not a lot of it. And you're getting scared by the colours, I know. I am a bit too. There we go. Right. Don't blame me, I'd be a bit scared of these colours. So really, really subtle. So we're going to start off with a bit of flamingo. The other one that works really well for this is vintage Victorian velvet. Yeah, that's quite a nice pale pink. But I've not seen that in a few days, so I'm not quite sure what that is on my shelf. So I want it really, really pale, really, really watery. Next to no colour we want here. I'm just going to add a teeny tiny bit. And I'll apologise now because I am going super pale, so I'm not sure if this will show up, but we will see. So just I'm not even colouring it in. You can see I'm just doing teeny tiny bits where now she's got bright pink eyeballs, where she's going to have a bit of shading. Yep. So it gives you that idea. Mainly water on my brush. If I hold it up, you can just about see. There you go. It is there, honestly. It's a little bit stronger than it's coming across on screen. I'm just adding teeny tiny bits, like in a hairline where it'd be a little bit darker, on her nose, on her cheeks maybe, under a chinny chin. Not that she's got anything wrong with her chin, but you know, most people have a bit of shadow under her chin. Bit round the lips, and that bit between your nose. Yep. She's got, there we go, very, very pale, because I'm loving how it jumps out because it's white. Teeny tiny bit of lipstick, the teeniest of tiniest, except for that's a lot. So again, just a hint of colour. There we go. And now I do want purple. So a bit of Victorian velvet, wilted violet even. going to twizzy whiz this one round. It is a bit wet at the moment because, like I say, I am using a lot of water. You can see just by how my inks are moving around how much water I have got on this paintbrush. I just want to check how it's going to come out, so I need another scrap. Give me a scrap. There we go. Oh, I nearly plonked that right in the middle of it. Does anyone else do that? You put water on your desk and next thing you know your card is just in it. No matter how many times I do it, I just end up always putting my card in a puddle. Then not only do I have to dry the front, I have to dry the back as well. So you can see I am not being fussy with this, I'm just doing that odd little bit here and there. Teeny tiny bit of colour. I might add a little bit darker. I'm not going for every strand, just the occasional bit. I want to keep that lovely, well, that pop we're getting with it. So we've got a sense of colour, a hint of colour, that's the one. I'm having to concentrate. Painting between lines. Does confuse me. I am starting to go a little bit darker with it now. Just a little bit darker, not too much. I have to keep saying it to remind myself, otherwise we'll end up everywhere. Right, I think I'm going to stop playing with that now. But what I do want to do is get eyes. There you go. Really doesn't look like I painted it, does it? Oh, it's just such a very, very pale. There you go, you can just about see it, can't you now? You can see a cheek at least. There is colour there. Very, very gentle colour. I want our eyes, but I want our eyes to be like piercing blue. So I want something like, let's open that one, shall we? Bit of Charted Marin, I can't say it, that one. Uncharted, that one. Just open it up because I've not used it yet. I want the deepest, darkest blue eyes. Look at that. How pretty are they going to be? Ooh. They're not if I don't put the water with it, because the ink's not moving anywhere. So I want the deepest. They're only teeny tiny eyes as well. And the reason I've gone for ink over oxide is because they will, the ink is more translucent, isn't it? So it'll give the better idea of eyeballs. Look at that, those eyes are just right. So her ear's bugging me. So let me just grab that bit there. I've got really carried away with this tonight. It's super simple, isn't it? There we go. Let's pop a little bit more on our lip. Because obviously the inside of your ear is going to be a little bit darker, isn't it? Right, I'll do. If I start faffing now with it more, I'm going to ruin it. So we've got our dots, we've got all of this. I did want to put some words on it, but I don't think I do. I know what we've got. Ooh, in the stamp set. It's not there. There it is. We have fabulous, which we could just put, there you go, I'm just going to go on the side. I said I wanted some black on there, didn't I? That's what we're going to do. We're going to grab our fabulous with, oh, I don't know what it is with that ink tonight, I can't get the lid off. We're going to have a bit of fabulousness up the side, just like that. And I think we're also going to have a bit of fabulousness coming down that side. Do we use awesome? I think awesome might be a bit too big. Bear with. Yeah, awesome's way too big. Because I don't really want it anywhere near this. Yeah, because well, that's the centre. We're going to put fabulous down this side as well. I just have to be careful because I've got a like perforation line on my journal page, so I want to stamp it just in from that perforation, because otherwise if I ever decide I want to take it off on the perforation, I'll have half of fabulous. We don't want half of fabulous, we want full fabulous. There we go. And I think that's done. I don't think I want to do any more with that. Yeah. There we go then. I quite enjoyed that. Lots and lots of colour. So what colours did we use in the end? We used, our background is mustard seed, a bit of carved pumpkin and a bit of peacock feathers. So mustard seed, carved pumpkin, peacock feathers. And then it really isn't showing, but it is there, the colour. Just on her you can see, look at those eyes. If it had done them in oxide it would have taken the pupils away. In fact, I'm going to keep faffing, aren't I? Stop faffing. Let's just give her the tiniest of dots in those pupils. I know it doesn't make a difference, yeah, but look. How cool is that? Oh, there you go, you can see the colour now. Why didn't I hold it that way before? Cool, isn't it? So, there you go, we've used Claire's Lady, which is BR, I think that one's called. Let me just double check. Or A Day Over Fabulous, I think it's called. Yes. So we've used a smaller lady head, we've used our dotty lines, we've used our hearts, we've used our code, and then we use something that's coming up next week. So you had a sneaky peek at next week as well. I'm just moving my inks out of the way, which is this beautiful little saying in the background. But how cool is that? I'm really chuffed with that. I am. So let me see if I can press the right button again. Always takes me time, doesn't it, to get the right button. I'm well chuffed with that. It's yeah, I've enjoyed that. And that's what Wednesdays are all about, aren't they? Us getting to play with stamps that we wouldn't necessarily use, that are in our stash somewhere. Yes, I always look down there because that's where my stash of stamps is. And sometimes you forget that they're in there. And I had with this one until it fell out this afternoon. And I thought, yes, that is what we're using. And I'm glad I did. So that is it from me tonight. We're back on Monday at 7. I'm just trying to think. Back at Monday at 7. Next Wednesday we have some new stamps coming out, one of which you've already seen. I feel a bit naughty, but it worked. We had to use it on that project, didn't we? Because it just worked perfectly. So yeah, Monday at 7, 8:30 on Wednesday. I do hope you can join me then. Thank you for joining me tonight. Oh, thanks Maxine. So that's it from me. Thank you for joining me. Take care, stay safe, stay warm as well, and let's hope that snow doesn't hit as hard as it's saying it's going to. So take care, stay safe, and I will see you all very soon. Thanks for joining me. Bye for now.